Back to Sunrise. Now, there's anger this morning over a black market version of the popular video game Grand Theft Auto.
Well, this really odd thing happened. Yep, there was a news outlet that was freaking out towards the GTA 5 mod, in which the police is turned into literally the New South Wales police officers. I love that this news called it a black market version of GTA 5 when it's just a mod, a reskin that managed to trigger the police officers of New South Wales that they're gonna take action over it. And here we have a news outlet reporting on the entire thing. Calling this a black market version of the game is definitely very interesting.
7 News has revealed hackers have created...
No, this isn't a hack. This is a mod. This is a reskin. It reskins the police so that they look like police officers from New South Wales. If you see the clip back then, you can actually roleplay as a good cop. Although, since this is GTA we're talking about here, the kind of good cop role here is not gonna take long.
7 News has revealed hackers have created a variation which lets gamers attack New South Wales police.
Awful hack. People making mods and having fun for their own. Oh no, we shouldn't allow that. Now, the thing is, at first I strangely kind of see this as some form of a copyright infringement. I mean, the modders don't exactly own the looks of the New South Wales Police Department. I know, sounds fucking bizarre, but there was that weird time which Samsung basically take down videos showing a mod that reskins the game's sticky bombs into Galaxy Note 7. Now that is fucking hilarious, but Samsung is the one who owns Galaxy Note 7. As much as I find them copyright claiming videos depicting the Note 7 as a bomb incredibly fucking stupid, they unfortunately have the power to copyright claim their videos because they're the ones who own the property. But is this claim even legit? I mean, isn't this mod and video kind of constitutes as parody and criticism of said product? Anyway, I find this move fucking stupid. Yes, I know that you own the property and I know that Note 7 explodes like hell and it's your fault, but taking down videos making fun of this fact will not help anyone. It won't discourage people making the mod. It won't discourage people from Googling it and downloading the mod. This won't fix your reputation at all. This will just make you look like a dumbass. Oh, sure, you can take them down, you have the right to do it, but it's like buying an ice cream and then eating it this way. Yes, I know that it's your ice cream, but, well, in my opinion, you're a fucking moron. You are fucking stupid to think that doing this entire thing would somehow fix your reputation. Like, what's the point of this entire thing? To basically discourage violence towards police officers? You're not discouraging violence towards police officers by removing a game mod. This would only make you look like a dumbass. I mean, everybody is calling you a dumbass, taking action against a free video game mod. That sounds incredibly moronic and pathetic. You're not gonna gain anything from doing this. You're just gonna look like a moron.
Susie, given this is a hack, I actually didn't know that Grand Theft Auto was still on the market. It's pretty violent itself, but this is a terrible hack. Can police actually really do anything about it?
This is the real problem, Sam. Police seem to be completely unable to do anything.
Yes, they aren't. Even if they are, why would you waste your time in this?
And this isn't just a problem in New South Wales. The Victorian Police Commissioner Graham Ashton has come out and said that Grand Theft Auto generation, that's his term, is responsible for 8% increases in youth violence year on year.
Okay, here's actually the article covering the claim. There's an increase in crime about 8.1%, and that is blamed for the GTA generation. There is an increase in theft about 11% on December 2015, drug dealing and trafficking up to 17.7%, and drug use and possession up to 16.5%. Weapons and explosive offenses rose 17.1%. Public nuisance offenses were up to 15.8%. Some of these crimes are linked to a youth crime gang named Apex. I gotta say, despite how stupid it is for the police to take down the mod, the New South Wales PD are probably on a really tight spot and they want to do anything to make sure that violence towards police officers are discouraged. And yet they chose to come into the video games because they somehow think that this is the key problem and not, you know, the gangs. But then again, this is Australia we're talking about here. It's infamous for banning video games left and right. It's infamous for having people blaming video games for everything left and right. I do feel so bad to any of you who stayed there and had to suffer this garbage.
And what we're seeing is a generation of kids who are socially isolated. They're playing these games for 10, 15 hours a day. And what they see is there's no reset button on reality, and the games that they're playing have huge amounts of violence, and there's absolutely no consequences. And I honestly have to say to parents, if you've got young teenagers who are socially isolated, have a violent sort of background, and they're playing these games for hours and hours a day, you've got to get your head read, get them off these games.
Well, if you're playing games in general for far too long, you need to get off and do something else. I honestly cannot play games for more than 2 or 3 hours. 10 to 15 hours is the same length of where I beat Bioshock Infinite all the way straight. Yep, I beat Bioshock Infinite straight up right after I got it out of the box, and that took me like 10 hours. That sort of thing happens rarely though, because I'm a human being who gets bored playing games and want to do something else like studying or eating food. I get hungry too, you know?
Yeah, because look at these. They look quite realistic.
Yeah, they do.
It's frightening, isn't it?
It's a hyper-realistic depiction of the modern world in a completely fictional setting, but whatever.
Ron, do you think, as Susie said, in some households, in some areas, these kind of video games could make young people anti-police?
No. Again, this is just fictional. I play GTA 5 and games that rebel against the government like Just Cause, but I'm not gonna actually do it. I do it in a fictional setting because it's fun to do that in a fictional setting. It's not fun to do it in real life. In fact, it's pretty difficult to get away from it.
Well, it's interesting you say that. It's a chicken and egg thing. I've read a lot of research on this over 20 years, and I'm interested in Graham Ashton's findings about the increase in youth violence associated with these games, because general research has found that's not necessarily the case.
Ah, thank you. Someone with common sense. He's actually invited in this panel.
This sort of violence doesn't always cause the violence, but it can add to people who are already of a violent nature.
And we should be focusing on helping those people instead of crying outrage over these video games and people who play them. They have nothing to do with anything.
What I think it does more than anything else is it breaks down any respect for authority, and I think that goes to the very fabric of our society. So even if it doesn't actually increase the amount of youth violence, I think this certainly does reduce the amount of respect we have for people like police, and I think that's an important part of our society, something that we have to maintain.
Okay, I take my comment back. You're just as dumb. FYI, my cousin is a cop, and I am staying on his house right now. Just because I play a lot of GTA 5 doesn't mean that I disrespect cops. Hell, I'm scared if I disrespect them. Video games are just fiction. They're not gonna give impact towards anybody in the society. That is, unless most people are morons. And since we have this very big problem in the society, and that most people are morons, or at least not educated enough, maybe focusing on having better education and parenting instead of banning things that are clearly not for kids. I can't believe we're doing this again. Hey, at least it wasn't like last time. Additionally, I find that states and federal government allow these games in the mainstream to push young people to the... Oh. Read this.
Right.
Just read this. This are... Okay. I believe that video game producers aim to encourage violence in connection to fill private and public prison.
You're saying that... I don't even...
This one is even better.
What?
Additionally, I find the states and federal government allows these games in the mainstream to push young people to the military.
I don't even... I don't even... How are you still reading this? This is total BS.
Before we end this video, I want to say thank you so much to SwitchPoint for the pledge on Patreon. You are absolutely fantastic. That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more. If you wish, you can support me on Patreon. And thanks for watching.